In Medellin, Colombia, a legend was being born. His name would echo in fear and fortune alike. Pablo Escobar began as a boy selling stolen tombstones. He quickly learned crime was profitable, and respect came later. By his 20s, Escobar was smuggling cigarettes, appliances, even cars. But fate had chosen a more addictive path for him. Cocaine, a drug that would define a generation's nightmares. Escobar realized cocaine was light, profitable, and nearly invisible. By the late 1970s, demand in the US exploded overnight. Escobar's Medellin cartel became the world's most powerful drug empire. With billions pouring in, Escobar built an empire of excess. He bought politicians, police, and entire towns' loyalty. To the poor, he was Robin Hood. To the rich, a nightmare. He built soccer fields, houses, and gave food to the needy. But power came at a bloody price. Always. Escobar unleashed terror campaigns against judges and politicians. Silver or lead meant bribe or bullet. Few refused him. Entire airlines were bombed. Presidential candidates assassinated. The Medellin cartel ruled with fear and spectacle. Escobar's fortune grew to over $30 billion. He spent $2,500 every month on rubber bands for his cash. Wealth didn't just buy luxury. It bought a nation's fear. Escobar even won a seat in Colombia's parliament. But enemies multiplied. The US joined Colombia's hunt for him. The war on drugs was now a war on Escobar. Escobar answered with car bombs, assassinations, chaos unleashed. Children grew up learning Escobar's name before presidents. He was building not just an empire, but a legend. At one point, he offered to pay Colombia's national debt. But his power made him the state's greatest enemy. Escobar's cartel fought like an army, with thousands loyal. The government unleashed Los Pepes, a vigilante death squad. The streets became battlefields of bombs and bullets. Escobar became both untouchable and hunted everywhere. In 1991, he struck a deal. Imprisonment on his terms. La Catedral was a prison only in name. From prison, he still ran his empire with ease. But his arrogance couldn't last forever. Fate intervened. Escobar escaped his prison when extradition loomed. He vanished into Medellin's labyrinth of safe houses. For over a year, he evaded the world's greatest manhunt. Escobar's empire crumbled. Allies defected. Fortunes seized. Even his family became targets of war. Escobar's paranoia grew. He changed hideouts every night. On December 2nd, 1993, his luck ran out. A phone call betrayed his location at last. Troops closed in on the safe house rooftop. Shots erupted across the barrio. Chaos. Escobar was hit and fell across the tiles. Colombia cheered, but many wept for the man they called hero. Escobar was dead, but his myth had only begun. He became folklore, a symbol of power and excess. Even in death, Escobar's shadow haunts Colombia. Entire Netflix shows, books, and songs immortalize his story. Escobar's rise was fueled by global addiction, not just ambition. Without demand, there would be no king of cocaine. He controlled 80% of the world's cocaine market. Escobar reshaped geopolitics, forcing US-Colombia alliance. He showed how crime could rival nations in power, and how one man could hold a country hostage. Escobar's terror also paved way for cartel successes, but none reached his mythic notoriety. None. Escobar's life was built on loyalty and betrayal. His story warns of wealth born in blood, and of power unchecked by law or morality. Escobar turned powder into empire, fear into weapon. History remembers him as villain, savior, or both. To some, he is still El Patron. To others, a cautionary tale of ambition unchecked. Escobar's empire fell, but his legend thrives. The king of cocaine still rules memory. And in Colombia's heart, his shadow never truly left.